none of this is new and it's not difficult to find the information. And so what illusion are people actually co-signing on? Is maybe what I want to know. Like what, um, because it feels deep, like it feels so embedded and deep. And and when I say that, I mean the willingness to like align with something that is not going to liberate you. Like it's this, and yet co-signing anyway.
There's a couple things that came up for me when you were talking about essentially the rhetoric is age old, and yet it comes up as backlash to double down. And I don't care like what industry you're in, but people face change pretty much similarly across one spectrum. And that one spectrum is around 20% of people, whatever the change is, like whole milk to 2%, whatever the change is, okay?
Hmm.
People will come to that change, and 20% prox will say, I'm on board. Whoever's administering the change, I've already been bought in. Like, I appreciate what you're saying. You've given me so much. We're aligned. So you want to make a change? No questions asked. I'm with you. And that happens often, right? A brand you believe in or a food
Yeah.
you like launches a new flavor. You're like, whatever, I'm in. I'll try that out. Then there's 20% on this side that is not going to go with the change. Doesn't matter how little, how big, how minimal that change is.
Hmm.
But that 20%, it's really important to note, they don't do it quietly. They don't
Right.
just slink off and say, I will on my own research and find the thing that I want that's similar, right?
That's
They're
right.
the ones that are going to take up a lot of share, like airspace, headspace, and it's going to come on top of everyone else who's trying to navigate this change in the way that works for them. So you have these loud voices, and guess what? They were never going to be on board. So when you get wrapped up in talking to them, it's futile. And then you have 60% approximately that understand change is happening, but actually need a lot more information. They need details, they need process, they need timelines, they need plans, and they may or may not be able to communicate that clearly. So they might sit with the questions and you then are left wondering like, how is this change landing? Or they might share with you, okay, this is what I need to understand this better, what you're communicating.